Chef Japveer and I welcome you back to the channel. In this week's episode of Request a Recipe with Japveer, I'm going to be cooking something very traditional. My friend Aishwarya from Cochin absolutely loves Punjabi food. So I'm going to be sharing my family's secret recipe to make the most amazing, the most delicious Karele ki sabzi. Let's get cracking. The very first thing to do is to make sure that you started off with the right quality of bitter gourds. Now you want to get a bitter gourd that's nice and juicy, it's young. It should not be too hard from the inside. The seeds, they should be still chewable. They should not be the ones that are too hard. You want to start peeling off the outsides. Now this will help draw out the bitter juices from this bitter gourd. Now the purists will scoff at this idea, absolutely hate the idea of removing the bitterness from the bitter gourds. But who's judging? You do it the way you like it.
After scraping the exterior surface, I'm going to quarter the karelas lengthwise and then cut into half to have these equal sized pieces.
After the bitter gourds have been cut, I'm adding a liberal amount of salt to just draw out all the moisture from these karelas, these bitter gourds, and I'm going to let this rest for about an hour. After we've cut and salted the bitter gourds, I'm going to talk about the two other ingredients which make up this dish, the potatoes and the onions. Now as a kid, whenever mom made karelas for lunch, I had a miserable time. I would just find the potatoes and onions to fill my plate. I've spoken about this in this video, do check it out, it's a very interesting story. Now I'm going to cut the potatoes and onions in the similar fashion. If you've cut roundels of the karelas or the bitter gourds, cut roundels of the onions and potatoes. Since I've cut batons, I'm going to cut similar shape of the onions and potatoes today. Now it's finally time to start cooking. We're going to start frying our vegetables. This has to be done in mustard oil only. If your eyes are all watery and red at this point, either you've got very good quality mustard oil or you've forgotten switch on the exhaust like I have. Don't do that, go switch on the exhaust. Once the bitter gourds are nice and golden like this, I'm going to drain them off. And in the same oil, we're going to fry our potato wedges. The potatoes are looking absolutely gorgeous, got a nice golden color on them. Some of them are also just fluffing up. Just look at this one.
Time to get these golden fried potatoes out of this hot oil and keep them next to our fried bitter gourds.
I've got some great news. All our deep frying is over. Now we just need 1 tablespoon of this oil to cook our third musketeer, the onions. There goes our oil and in come our onions. Give it all a nice stir. Gently just sweat the onions. Remember, the heat is not too much. Brown them already. The onions have softened up after a couple of minutes. This is what we want. Slightly getting caramelized from the sides. That's alright. Now after the onions have really softened up, I'm going to add in all these beautiful potatoes and the bitter gourds. Once all our 3 ingredients are in the pan, I'm going to add in the salt. This is again as per taste. We've already got some salt in the bitter gourds. Give it a nice stir. Just toss it up. Mix it all in. And we let the steam do the magic. So I'm going to have this covered up and let steam do its magic. Now until this stage, this recipe is going as per everybody's plan. This is how everybody would make their karelas at home. Now comes the interesting part where one side we have my Nani, which is my mom's side, and the other side is my Dadi, which is my dad's side. Nani uses amchur, which is dry mango powder, to season the karelas. And my Dadi, she has a totally different way of doing things. She uses mango pickle, the masala from mango, that goes inside to make the sourness come alive. I'm going to go with Dadi this time. So here comes my mango pickle. It's got the masala and it's got a little bit of these mango pieces which I've also chopped up. Just stirring it all in, and I'm going to let it again just combine with the steam. This lid is going to do its magic again. Alright, time to check. That's good. This bowl of bitter gourds cooked with onions, potatoes and mango pickle is my family's gift to you. It's our secret recipe, which isn't a secret anymore. I'm sure your family also has a couple of interesting recipes that nobody else has heard of. Do tell us about it. I'm Chef Japveer. Every week I cook a recipe that you request. This week it was Aishwarya's turn. Next week it could just be yours. Please keep those comments coming in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'll see you around next week. Until then, bye bye.